Megan here. Joining me is Dr. Nick Tancheff, and he's a chiropractic doctor and natural hygienist, and he's also certified to do supervised water fasts. So we're going to ask him some frequently asked questions about fasting today, because I know a lot of people are curious about water fasting. So, Dr. Nick, could you tell us what exactly is water fasting?
Water fasting is taking in no other nutrients, only pure water. And we here advise therapeutic water fasting, which is a state of physiological and sensory rest as much as possible. And that is what we want to focus on here at Hawaiian Fasting Retreats is therapeutic water fasting.
Okay. There's a lot of YouTube videos online about people doing their own water fast at home and stuff like that. And a lot of people are supplementing with vitamins and minerals. And there's even some people that are taking stimulants like coffee or tea. And I've also even heard of people taking like spoonfuls of cooked food like ice cream or pasta and still considering it a water fast because they're just having a spoonful. Is this at all considered fasting?
Definitely not. We want to re-emphasize that we want to be taking in water only, because this allows the body to be able to heal itself and to be able to be the innate mechanism that will allow itself to properly metabolize and mobilize the nutrients that it needs. If you're putting outside nutrients or outside stimulants into the body at any time during a fast, you are no longer allowing the body to be the mechanism that's going to be able to properly execute a fast, which is going to achieve satisfactory results.
Okay, great. Yeah. So all those people out there eating ice cream, you're not fasting. Some people are also curious about developing vitamin and mineral deficiencies on a fast. I know I've gotten questions about that. And what do you say about that when you're fasting?
Prior to fasting, we like to see objective data showing that there's adequate amounts of vitamin and mineral needs prior to the fasting experience, and we monitor those levels throughout the fast. Not to mention that following a fast, your body assimilates and absorbs the vitamins and minerals that your body needs at a much higher level. So that is not a valid concern here, because we take care of monitoring those levels appropriately.
So we don't have to worry about getting scurvy.
No, absolutely not, no.
There are several benefits to water fasting. Why is fasting so much more effective than some other modalities of healing?
Fasting itself is not the healing process. Water itself is not the healing process. The type of water is not the healing process. The reason that fasting is so effective is because it gives your body the ideal conditions which allow your body to be able to heal itself. There is no other form of healing out there. The only form of healing is your own body healing. And when you give your body the ideal conditions that allow that to happen, that is why you're going to get all kinds of different types of healing. That's why you can treat so many different types of conditions, is because your body will heal on all levels,
Right.
given the appropriate conditions to make that happen.
Okay. And there's a specific process that your body goes through when you're on a water fast to achieve the results. Could you talk a little bit about the process that you go through?
Right. There are different stages that your body goes through while fasting. One of the primary stages that gets a lot of information out there is about detoxification.
Right.
Fasting is definitely the most effective way to detoxify the body. fasting has other benefits along with detoxification, and those other processes that take place given enough time fasting are elimination, which is vitally important for your body to achieve normal elimination so that your body can achieve normal health. Along with that is the process that comes is repair. We have so much repair in our bodies that needs to be done on a daily basis, and that typically is done each night when we're sleeping. Unfortunately, we don't get enough repair done each night, so fasting allows us to do larger, massive, more amounts of repair that needs to be done in our bodies that we can't get done in 8 hours every day or every night. Regeneration is the next phase that happens, and that is such an amazing benefit to fasting, because when you can regenerate organs, regenerate living tissue, it's a powerful ability to be able to have that in your own body, and to be able to look younger and feel younger following a properly executed fast. And healing is the final stage that we want to focus on, and that's what we are focusing on here at Hawaiian Fasting Retreats, is healing.
Okay, and for people with general chronic conditions, could you talk about like the length of time and what they might go through to try to repair these conditions and repair their body?
Right, okay. This is a general question which I'm going to give a general answer to, and I want to specify that if people have specific health complaints or health conditions and they want more specific information, they should give me a call. Another book that I recommend is Fasting Can Save Your Life by Herbert Shelton, and that also answers a lot of questions for people out there. There's a lot of books that you don't want to read about fasting, but Fasting Can Save Your Life is a very concise book that gives the right information, so I do recommend that book as well. When we're looking at chronic health conditions, in general, to be able to resolve that health condition and to be able to have it go into a state of remission, meaning when it's in a state of remission, it's no longer being evidence in your body, meaning that it can resurface if the improper lifestyle returns that brought that condition in the first place. But if we return to a healthy environment after we put that condition into a state of remission, we want to keep it there. In order to do this, in general, 25 to 40 days is a recommended amount of time to be able to fast. And so we monitor the fast appropriately so that the individual is able to attain the results that they want. And we like to see objective results, and we like to use different diagnostic criteria to know when a person has executed a proper fast that's a length of time that is necessary to be able to achieve the satisfactory results that they desire.
Okay, so for everyone it could be different, everyone's body's different, every disease and chronic condition is different, so it's hard to really say specifically how long you would have to fast, but you know, it's good
Right.
to allow for any amount of time that you would need. And I just did a long-term fast here. I did 17 days of just water. So I got, you know, some pretty good detoxing and repairing in, and I've gotten some good results out of it. And before I came here, I was a low-fat raw vegan. That was the diet that I followed. And after a fast, that is the best diet to follow to continue to rebuild and repair your body, and you know, continue to keep your good health that you gain from fasting and not slip back into it, which a lot of people can do. And you can touch on you know, why it's so important to stick to this diet.
Right. The important thing is that individuals following a fast, or you know, at any time in their lives, the most important thing is that they're able to metabolize the nutrients that they're taking into their bodies. And living raw, fresh, organic food allows the person to be able to metabolize the nutrients and absorb the nutrients that come in the form of that food at the most ideal level. And the other reason why we don't advise cooking food is because we don't want to allow toxic byproducts to enter into our bodies. So that's why we advise following a program of fasting to stay on a program that is within the person's individual tolerances. Some people may not be able to tolerate certain types of foods, but in general, raw, fresh, living, organic food is going to allow the person to be able to keep their health condition, or if they came in just to improve their health in general, this kind of lifestyle and diet is going to allow them to continue to have the health goals and desires and results that they want on a daily basis.
Right, and this is probably, you know, one of the best places to get fresh, local, organic, you know, stuff right here in Hawaii. There's so many different types of fruit available. There's just so much variety. You can't go wrong. So why, Dr. Nick, why should people that want to fast, why should they come to Hawaiian fasting retreats?
All right, well, I'll just give you a few reasons. Number one, I think it's very important for people who come here for personal healing to be able to focus on their own needs, their own selves, and be able to have their own personal space. So we do offer private rooms here. And we also offer body work, for people who not only have chronic health conditions that need fasting, but also need work on the musculoskeletal issues that most people having chronic health complaints do have musculoskeletal complaints that also need work done. And so I do offer chiropractic work and different types of body work that help to relieve a lot of those complaints as well. It's also important for people to be able to have somebody who's experienced with fasting, not only experienced with fasting, but also experienced with clinical objective exam and lab and diagnostic criteria. And having a resident doctor here, I think, is very important. I think it's something that people should consider when considering doing a fast under supervision. And also, you know, the environment here that we offer is a very health conducive environment. And so it's very important for somebody who has a health condition that they need to improve or wants to improve their health, put themselves in the right environment. And that's why coming here to a healthy environment is so important. Yeah. And it's Hawaii. How could you ever want to go anywhere else?
So if you guys would like more information about fasting at Dr. Nick's center, you can go to hawaiianfastingretreats.com and contact Dr. Nick.
Mahalo.
Bye.
And we hope to see you here.